Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Good morning,
Thank
everyone.
you. Okay, friends. I know let's get the ball rolling here because it's exciting while we're here. Hey, Joe, stop talking. Excellent.
Don?
So quickly, I would just like to welcome everybody to the Fairfield Public Library, and a quick reminder that this library, like libraries across the state and across the country, are resources for small businesses. So just wanted you all to think about that and how important libraries are for those who are starting their businesses. And I will open the mic to the next speaker.
Thank you. Thank you. And good morning. The reason why we're here today is to announce and promote a very important event that will happen in Fairfield on Tuesday, June 4th. And that event is an access to capital, which we call a capital matchmaker. It's the largest one that happens in Connecticut, and it's so very important because it's what entrepreneurs need. And what people will get if they register for this event is they will be able to meet one-on-one with lenders. That's just such a unique opportunity. They'll also have an opportunity to visit a lender expo and then also have workshops. So the group that's here that's going to give remarks resembles the small business ecosystem here in Connecticut and how important it is and how we work together, because we know that we are trying to reach the entrepreneurs that maybe don't know about all of these services, and they should know that these services are out there for the federal government, through the state government, and through their towns and their chambers of commerce. So we will add more detail as we go on, but again, we're here to promote our June 4th Access to Capital Matchmaker that's going to be happening at the Dolan School of Business at Fairfield University. And without further ado, it's actually my pleasure to bring forward Senator Blumenthal to talk about small businesses. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Catherine. I want to thank the Fairfield Public Library, always a great place to be, and Fairfield University for hosting the event that we're here to promote. But most of all, I'd like to thank the SBA, Small Business Administration, which again is making available the essential resource that small businesses need, which is capital. You can't do anything unless you have the resources to hire, to manufacture, to sell, to promote, to distribute. Capital makes for success of small businesses. And matching capital to the entrepreneurs is what the SBA does. Now, I know for a lot of people, SBA, another federal acronym. My life is full of acronyms. I'm on the Armed Services Committee. I'm on the Homeland Security Committee. I'm on the Veterans Affairs Committee. They all love acronyms. Remember what SBA is, Small Business Administration. And I just want to say a special salute to what the Small Business Administration did during COVID. It literally saved thousands of businesses by distributing billions, that's right, billions of dollars here in the state of Connecticut. The Small Business Administration is a vital force. It is a source of knowledge and expertise, as well as real dollars that can help small businesses. This event is a really serious, big deal. It's a big deal for small business because every one of these businesses has its own story and its own human investment as well as financial investment. And the SBA is offering the kind of energy and encouragement as well as resources that are necessary and vital. And Catherine Marks has led the SBA during COVID and afterward. I am so proud to be a federal official supporting and championing the Federal Small Business Administration and its partnership with all of the leaders here. And I want to thank every one of you for being here, whether it is the Chamber of Commerce or elected officials, and this is really a bipartisan. Tony Hwang has been terrific on this issue. I see him everywhere here in Fairfield and all around Fairfield County, and all of you who do such great work here. Thank you for your contribution. I apologize, I may have to leave a little early because I'm heading up to Stratford for another event, another federal agency, the EPA, Environmental Protection Administration, because we have decontaminated the famous or infamous Raymark site. Many of you know it. So thank you so much for having me again. Thank you so much, Catherine, for your leadership.
That's big news. Big news.
As we talked about, the SBA will be promoting our loan programs, but the state of Connecticut has also partnered with us to promote their Connecticut Boost program. So they will be at the event as well, which just, again, gives another opportunity for small businesses to have that optionality and understand what's out there. So it's a pleasure to have Deputy Commissioner Paula Robertson to say a few words.
Thank you. Thank you, Catherine, and thank you all for your support of small businesses throughout the state, specifically small business, the Small Business Administration, Catherine, and just creating the capital matchmaker. It's truly a unique opportunity for all of our small businesses. The Department of Economic and Community Development is a big supporter of that, and we will be there on June 4th. And by the way, it is free, correct, to attend. And through the Connecticut Small Business Boost Fund, which we have been really very proud of in terms of access to capital for small businesses throughout the state, we've partnered with many lenders, including SBDC, MCC, the Women's Business Development Council, and many members and lenders that have distributed more than $56 million in loans in over 450 businesses and nonprofits in the state. And what I really appreciate about that is that we're able to see where those small businesses are, who they are, and it gives us an opportunity to help them grow across the board. So the Boost Fund, Catherine alluded to it earlier, which is really successful for us. It's a 4.5% low interest loan at a fixed rate, and in addition, it has business guidance and technical assistance, so that even if you apply for a loan, they don't just send you out the door. They say, hey, come on in. Let's figure out how we can help you start your business and how you can grow it across the board. So it's been really instrumental in terms of having small businesses not only just look at the capital part of it, it's usually more than just the money, but the access to interest of information, guidance, and just kind of a path forward. In fact, if they don't qualify for the business support, in terms of the loan, they'll still walk you through the information through it. So as the Boost Fund, we now prepare into our third year. We're up to our 500th loan around the corner, and we're going to be looking at that for, again, supporting nonprofits and financially support capital for the entire state of Connecticut. So with that in mind, we encourage you to attend the Matchmaker event. Again, it's free. I keep pushing that and encouraging small businesses, which again, we say, and the governor says it all the time, it is the lifeblood and the engine that drives our economy. So again, thank you, and thank you all for being here today.
And it's, Paul, it's one of the reasons why we're here on Fairfield on Main Street, because libraries are often right in our downtowns and on Main Street. But someone who knows Fairfield's Main Street well, pleasure to bring forward State Senator Tony Hwang.
Thank you, Catherine, and thank you to the United States Small Business Association. Welcome to Fairfield, everybody, and it really is a special town. I'm privileged to represent it, and we also love our libraries. It is truly the center of activity. What's another center of our community are small businesses. Small businesses are community-based, locally based, and entrepreneurial based, and it's so important that financing is part of their lifeline. A Goldman Sachs study just came out, said that nearly 77% of small businesses look at financing as their most important priority moving forward. And nearly 70% of that same study said nearly 70% of small businesses have less than 4 months of cash to their operating expenses. That was more apparent than ever during the COVID crisis that Senator Blumenthal mentioned. We saw businesses tinkering on the edge of extinction. And I want to thank the SBA for being a conduit for information and support to get the necessary financings. Believe me, it was a struggle. And what we saw and learned from the COVID experience was this financing access to capital matchmaking was critical for many of our businesses to develop relationships, meet people face to face, and really explain how their business operates. Because they may not always have the necessary financing or experience of their businesses that are predicated on risk management. But what you saw was people's entrepreneurialism and vision. There can't be a better example than what we did just recently a month ago, is to recognize the manufacturing business of the year in Connecticut, a business called Aquila's Nest, that was two entrepreneurial individuals, immigrants, first generation immigrants, who came to this country and had a vision of starting a winery right at the beginning of COVID with no experience and no portfolio business. You would say that was a risk. But through the conduit of the small business loan officers and the relationship and understanding, the individual and their vision makes a difference. We were able to support this business through the SBA and create a world-class operation that now is recognized as a manufacturer and business of the year in Connecticut. That is the success story that we in Connecticut need to articulate. This is a success story, what this matchmaking fund connection is all about. That is connecting our visionary entrepreneurs, locally owned and most times family owned businesses, to be able to get the financing for them to succeed. Because when small business succeeds in Connecticut, Connecticut succeeds. So I'm thrilled to have everybody here, particularly my local and regional chambers of commerces, because you are also the connectivity that's so essential. So thank you very much, Catherine, for having me, and most important of all, welcome to Fairfield.
Thank you. It takes a tremendous amount of partnership to run this type of event. If you think about it, we're making and scheduling one-on-one appointments. We have 25 lenders coming to this event, and they'll be able to make one-on-one appointments from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So that is a lot of appointments. So we need people to register. But we at the SBA can't do it alone. We bring in our resource partner that is on all four corners of our state. So it's an absolute pleasure to bring forward Joe Ercolano, the State Director of the Small Business Development Center, who is in conjunction with the SBA promoting and organizing this event. Joe?
Thank you, Catherine. Monday morning press conference. Look at the way the community comes out. I mean, everybody's here. And that's one of the great things about Connecticut. Everybody pitches in. When it comes to small businesses need to understand you have to go where there's help. And one of the things about this event is there's going to be help. There's going to be workshops. There's going to be people around. Resource partners, Catherine mentioned, SCORE will be there. Women's Business Development Center will be there. We're all there to try to help people. The money's there, but like you said, Senator, you got to go figure out how to get the money. We're all there to help people figure out how to get the money because it's not easy these days. Challenges. So we all, hope the community will continue to support programs like this. Thank you, SBA, for making this happen. It wouldn't have happened without Catherine's vision and leadership and her team, her great team. Thank you, Senator, for everything you do in Washington to help make sure SBA is funded and small business development centers are funded, and the state is providing match money. Thank you, Senator, for that. And Paul, appreciate that. So it's a team effort. We really are happy to be part of the team and grateful, and thank you all for your support.
It's a team effort in our towns too, so it's a pleasure to bring forward the Fairfield's Economic Development Director, Mark Bernhardt, to say a few words.
Thank you, Catherine. On behalf of the First Selectman, Bill Gerber, I'd like to again join Senator Hwang in welcoming you to Fairfield. It's my pleasure to be here this morning. Our office provides site location permitting assistance and help connecting small business owners to resources, including organizations represented here today, SBA, the Connecticut Small Business Development Center, our Fairfield Chamber of Commerce, regional chambers, and others. And I can tell you, I meet regularly with small businesses, and at the top, very top of their list always is access to capital. And that's why this event on June 4th is so important, and we're so pleased to host it here in Fairfield with the help of our partners at Fairfield University. So again, I encourage all small business owners to take part in this free event on June 4th. And again, welcome to Fairfield. Thank you.
Free event and free parking. And free parking. Chambers, our chambers are so very important, and Fairfield is very lucky to have Beverly Ballas as the president. So Beverly?
Thank you, Catherine. This is such exciting news, and I'm so thrilled to be here this morning to hear more about what SBA is doing for our small business community. Fairfield in particular, we have many, many, many small businesses who create a very strong fabric in our community. And before I just say a few more words, I'd like to thank SBA because they're always here during good times and bad times. And during COVID, I came into my office every day to answer the phone to provide education and information to our business community and to the chamber membership. It is just wonderful that we have SBA in Connecticut and United States, of course, for sure. I'd like to share that Chambers of Commerce, we love our local business community. Our chamber works very closely with Mark Barnhart in the town in economic development, and I think last year we had over 80 or 90 ribbon cuttings. We've got a lot of businesses coming into Fairfield. And of course, one thing I did learn during COVID is that some of the small businesses didn't understand what SBA offers. And so I love this, that we're having this coming up, and that we'll be able to have lenders there and to really talk about the benefits of SBA. The Chambers of Commerce in Fairfield County stay close. We get together, we share best practices. Our goal is to help our local business community and our chamber members. And across the state, we do that as well. So I'm so excited. I want to thank Catherine for this press announcement today, and we look forward to going to Dolan School on the 4th and to spread the word about this fabulous program. So thank you again.
And the Fairfield region
So
really
glad
does
you're here.
work
I had to make
together.
sure.
So pleasure to bring forward Dan Onofrio, the Bridgeport Regional Business Council President.
Thank you, Catherine, and good morning, everyone. If you're not familiar with the BRBC, the Bridgeport Regional Business Council, we are a makeup of 3 chambers, Bridgeport, Stratford, and Trumbull. Very proud of the community that we represent. I'm very proud to be standing here with my colleagues, Beverly, Diana Washington, and Andrea from the Hispanic Chamber. We do work pretty closely together, and I echo the sentiments of State Senator Hwang that small businesses are really the engine of our local economies, and it's important that programs like this through the SBA are available to our small business community. And what I love about the event on June 4th, which I really think it's going to have a tremendous impact, it's really bringing the lenders together in one place where they're meeting the small businesses where they are. We see it at our office all the time. I'm sure I echo the sentiments of my colleagues. Definitely top on the list is financing and access to capital. And sometimes it's hard to connect the dots for them because they're running their small business and they just don't have the time or know where exactly to get the resources. We're fortunate to have folks like Joe Urcolano around the state that we can connect our small business community to. But bringing them all together on June 4th, I think is going to have a tremendous impact on the small business community. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity, thankful to the SBA, and of course Fairfield University for hosting the event at their campus. So thank you again, everyone, and have a great day, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the 4th.
We have many chambers. I'd like to acknowledge Diana Washington from the Southern Connecticut Black Chamber. She doesn't want to speak, so I'll speak for her. I'm going to speak for her. Diana just does a tremendous amount to make sure that folks are bank ready. So I know she's promoting her event through the Southern Black Chamber, Southern Connecticut Black Chamber. So Diana, thank you for being here in support, but thank you for everything you do. It's an absolute privilege to work with you. And that's what you get when you don't want to talk. Okay? That's what you get when you don't want to talk. And the Hispanic Chamber, one of our largest growing communities in the state of Connecticut. It's a privilege to bring forward Andrea Fodor, who is a banker and a lender herself, but also president of the Connecticut Hispanic Chamber of Commerce.
Good morning, everyone. It is a great honor for me to be here with all of you. Thank you to the SBA for the invitation. The Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of Greater Bridgeport has been serving the Latino business owner community for over 50 years. And over the whole 50 years of tenure, we've always had a wonderful partnership with the SBA. Access to capital is so important. But one of the things that makes this event special is that it's not just access to capital networking event. It's a one-on-one opportunity when each one of these business owners will have the ability to talk to a lender and explain a little bit about their story, tell them a little bit more about the details of what is happening in their industry. And that is powerful. Going to a networking event, getting to know a lender, getting to talk to a banker, that is great, and there's great value to it. But I really believe that the one-on-one matchmaking absolutely makes a significant difference. We are excited about the opportunity to partner up with the SBA one more time, and we're thankful for the fellow chambers that work together with us. It is wonderful to see that in the lower Fairfield County area, the greater Bridgeport area, we have such a great collaboration amongst each other. We understand the value that we bring as chambers of commerce, and we also understand why we are doing this. We're here for the community, for the business community, and we make that a priority. So thank you all. We invite you to attend the event, free parking and free event. It's a win-win. So I really look forward to continuing to support the promoting of the event and having many of our members attend. Thank you.
We can't do it alone. It's every single piece that we need. So it's my pleasure. I have an idea. I bring in my team. Then we have to go find people who will join us. And Fairfield University, the Dolan School of Business, said early on yes into this planning. So it's my privilege to bring forward Susan Kipolaro. Close enough.
Cipolaro.
From the Media Relations, Fairfield University.
Thank you, Catherine. On behalf of Fairfield University, it's an honor to be here today with all of you. And as the host site of the 2024 Connecticut Capital Matchmaker event on June 4th, Fairfield is very excited to welcome entrepreneurs, investors, innovators to our campus and our nationally ranked Dolan School of Business. This event serves as an invaluable opportunity for networking, collaboration, and showcasing Connecticut's vibrant startup ecosystem. Fairfield is deeply committed to fostering economic prosperity and growth, not only within our immediate community, but also across the state of Connecticut. We serve as an economic engine, and our university generates significant revenue and employment opportunities, jobs created, and approximately 20,000 alumni call Connecticut home. The university also plays a pivotal role in cultivating the next generation of entrepreneurship leaders. By providing students with a transformative education that emphasizes critical thinking, creativity, and ethical leadership, Fairfield empowers students to become agents of change in the economy and at the world at large. The Dolan School offers many opportunities for students to engage in entrepreneurship activities, both in and out of the classroom, with the Entrepreneurship Club and the annual Shark Tank-style entrepreneurship competition, otherwise known as the Fairfield Startup Showcase. Students also have access to Dolan's extensive network of alumni entrepreneurs and local business partners to learn from. Events like the 2024 Connecticut Second Capital Matchmaker event exemplify our commitment to economic growth and prosperity by bringing together entrepreneurs, investors, policymakers, community stakeholders, and helping to facilitate meaningful connections and empowering small businesses to thrive. We look forward to seeing you on June 4th and helping to drive economic growth, positive change, and innovation in our state. Thank you so much.
No more speakers. So I'm going to just close up with a couple reminders. The SBA lending programs will lend as little as $500 and as much as $5 million. This event is for entrepreneurs at any stage of their business that are starting to start, or they want to grow, or they're starting their own small businesses. Our loan programs can do lines of credit, they can do real estate acquisitions, and they can buy equipment. So this really is an event for any entrepreneur. To get the one-on-one appointments, you must register ahead of time. So I have all my friends behind me who are going to promote this event. So we're hoping that it's going to be sold out. Joe, you're not behind me. Come on up. So we hope that this event is going to be sold out, and we can do another one across the state. So thank you for everyone who showed up. Thank you to the partnership that exists behind me that helps fuel our small businesses in Connecticut. Have a great day.
Catherine, if I can just add quickly, it's also important, we're in the great town of Fairfield, but this is a regional opportunity. So Trumbull, Bridgeport, Easton, Westport, this is open to all of the regional small businesses. It's important to know that even though we're in the great town of Fairfield, it's important to note that this is a regional opportunity for businesses to come and make that one-to-one connection. Yeah. That's what the SBA does so well.
Okay, how about this, Tony? We're in the great Fairfield County.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
There we go. Okay, thank you and have a good day.
Right, because, thank you.